What's up, folks? Commander Soul here, and welcome to DCI The Last Alliance. I will admit that when this mod first came out, I heard a lot of negative things about it, and I may have repeated these negative things, but I've had time to form my own opinions now, and although there are still many things that I dislike about this mod, I will not deny that it is still excellent. I had a hard time deciding which faction to do this campaign as, and it came down to the Kingdom of Linden or the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. And it was a tough decision, but in the end, I decided that we would be playing as the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm with Durin the Fourth. So let's get started. We will be playing on very hard, and we will be doing our best to survive. As to the victory conditions for this campaign, well, we will be defeating all of the enemies of Durin. The orcs, the hillmen, Sauron, everyone. This is the intro message for all good factions. We can use a faction information scroll with all of these awesome scripts. Okay, let's take a look at this. The following scripts are optional. The Balrog of Khazad-dûm and the Immortal Nazgûl. I would like to see more information, so I will hit decline at this time. Do we wish to include the Balrog of Moria? Yes. Immortal Nazgûl? Yes. That's all? Okay. Well, let's take a look at our starting domain. We have Khazad-dûm, which is, of course, the capital, as we are the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. It is a huge city, so it's quite useful. We start with a decent army here, Khazad Spearmen. One of the things I dislike about this mod very much is that the Khazad Spearmen use sword animations. Yes, I am aware that no proper dwarf spear animations exist, but there are goblin spear animations, and those two use the same exact skeleton, or at least so close to the same exact skeleton, that there is no reason to give them the sword animation whatsoever. I've played a few turns as both Linden and the dwarves before to get a feel for the faction, so I wouldn't be going in completely blind. And I think that's a very good thing, because it's not a terribly easy campaign. We have not too many good generals, but they are fairly good, yes. Right, we will start in Khazad-dûm and go through what we have. Khazad-dûm is a huge city with the Caverns expansion, which is a feature that I believe is unique to the dwarves. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. Yes, it is. Probably. We can recruit minor militia, Khazad spearmen, and Khazad archers. We've already got the highest tier of armor here, which is something I absolutely love about this mod. They don't make you start blind. And you actually have a decent starting army. We have some Longbeard Axemen. They're quite strong units, and they're effective against armor. Minor militia, these are definitely our weakest unit, and they are again effective against armor. Khazad spearmen, which are our only spear unit, thankfully, with our faction leader Durin the Fourth, who is the King of Khazad-dûm and has Durin's ring, which is brilliant. Oh, he's got plus 5%. Oh, he's not good to have in there. Right, well, he'll be commanding our armies then. Faction leader, special ability. What is it? Azaghal. Ooh, that looks quite good. Yes, I think we will probably use Burin as the governor. Let's check the family tree first to see where we stand. Lord Regin, Burin, and Fundin of the Iron Hills are all kin to Durin the Fourth. I believe we start with 6 generals. Lord Durin the Fourth here, Burin, Fundin of the Iron Hills, who has some Iron Hills veterans, which are a better version of the minor militia. And Lord Regan over here also, who has Dwarven Noblemen, which are our standard bodyguard, but because of a very nifty script, we can actually change the bodyguard units of our generals. I won't do that for Fundin of the Iron Hills. It makes sense for him to be Dwarven Nobleman. But I may change it for Björn. But, of course, you've probably noticed that we haven't gone through our entire domain. There's something over here. I'll take a look at that in a second. We start at war with the Orcs of the Misty Mountains, the Hillmen of the North, and the Runic Confederacy, but not with Sauron himself, which is very nice. Yes, now let's take a look over here in Ered Luin. Narg-dûm it is called. And we have minor militia. Ered Luin wardens, who I believe are halberdiers. Which means they're probably using the pike animations. We have some minor militia, and we have Gamil of Ered Luin, who is a broadbeam. And he has the Ring of the Broadbeams. He's also the Guardian of Ered Luin, and he has a bodyguard that is only for him, I think. The Broadbeam Noblemen. They're quite solid strike infantry, and we will definitely be using them to good effect later. Also here we have Fra of the Firebeards with their ring. And again, his own bodyguard unit. The Firebeard Noblemen, who are an excellent sword and shield unit. Those are all 6 of our generals, but we also have Khazad-dûm here, with a captain, Captain Farron, who we will put into that settlement there. Now, I have not played much DCI, so I'm not entirely sure what the best moves are. For example, I will probably recruit way too much and then run out of money. So I will try to counter that. Right. Put Björn in there and take Durin out, and it actually makes less money. Interesting. So how... Oh, yes, mining income increase. Can I move that ring? I can. Brilliant. Okay. Yes, it makes much more money now. If I lower the tax rate, it makes much less money, but that's fine. For now, we will lower the tax rate and begin building the mining network, which uses up almost all of our money. This is fine. We can also upgrade armor on our units, and I will do so for our units that we actually want to keep alive. The Longbeard Axemen and the Minor Militia. Sorry, the Khazad Spears. Then we'll go over to the Iron Hills, where we can't build anything because I've just blown all our money in one region. We will get... No, we won't. We will not get the grocery import here, because I want to take Khazad-dûm, which means I will need some more units than what I have here. Free upkeep is interesting in this mod. You cannot get free upkeep on your general's units unless they're in a fort, because they're not trainable. And down here in Khazad-dûm, let's take a look at the culture. We have plenty of that here. So I would like to wait until we can upgrade it, which means probably building a brew pub. I will take every unit that is not free upkeep with Fra, and I am fairly confident that I can take that settlement with this force. 4 units versus 5, and mine are considerably better, but not hugely better. Watchtowers are much more expensive in DCI as well, which I like, because you won't be able to see everything from everywhere. And that's a good thing. Right, we have Lord Regan over here, with the war chief of the Khazad. And we're going to take Erebor with him. But this army will not be sufficient for that fight. So... let's take a look. What do we have? We've got plenty of those. Oh, a cavalry for the dwarves we can only get as mercenaries. Tempted to get some Khazad archers. Yeah, I will. And I will send the Iron Hills veterans to Lord Regan. That is literally all we can do today. Although I will get a diplomat next turn. Once we've upgraded those units and got... I'm tempted to upgrade these as well, actually. It might be a good idea to just give them a little bit more survivability. We'll see. Let's end the turn. The turn times in DCI are considerably faster than in Divide and Conquer, which is lovely, but that's also because there are less intensive scripts, as far as I am aware. What we will want to do is push north along the mountains, but we cannot afford to leave Khazad-dûm undefended, because of that little thing that you just saw flicker in the screen there. The goblins now own Eregion, which means it is possible for them to attack us. So, a garrison I will have to... Yes, the faction information scroll. I can't believe I forgot to open that. So many keybinds to remember. Shift F1. Ah. We do not lose the campaign if we lose all our settlements. That's lovely. Homelands, yes. Eastern and Western. The next air thingy, yep, that's fine. Palantiri, we can't use those. And the total diplomacy scroll we could do, but I'm not going to touch. Right. Currently, we have the monster units on. These may crash the game. I am entirely unsure of whether or not they will do so for me, because very little else does. Now, that army is strong enough to hit in Bargathol. And Gorlan, who has a custom bodyguard unit. Unique to him alone, I think. Gorlan's Reavers. They're tough, and they're bad to face. Bjorn is in here? Yes. Okay, so Shift B. Change bodyguard, yes. By clicking Accept. These are all the bodyguard units we have. Dwarven Noblemen, Zirak Archers, Broadbeam Noblemen, and Firebeard Noblemen. Dwarven Noblemen, no thank you. Zirak Archers, no thank you. Oh, okay. We only have those two options, so Zirak Archers, yes please. And now Buren has Zirak Archers. And isn't that lovely? Interesting. Well, that should fix itself soon. Now let's see if we can build something in the Iron Hills, which is our second most important province. Can we upgrade it? No, we cannot. It is already as high as it will go. I don't know how you build the caverns expansion, though. I guess we'll find that out later. What I will probably build here is the barracks, because although the barracks event is present in DCI, it is not affected by... Castles are unaffected by it. So I think we'll just be saving up money for now. This should be enough force to take Erebor. There are 5 units there, we're coming in with 6, and ours are better. Now over here in Khazad-dûm, I'm going to send the minor militia too. We're going to be a little bit strapped for cash, but that's fine. We are the dwarves after all. Making money is what we're very good at. Oh, hello, a Linden diplomat. Interesting that it has the bodyguard unit thing on a diplomat. Now, here, I would like a brew pub, so I will purchase that. Because it will give us population growth. Ah, yes, this unique building in... Oh, interesting. This building has a 1% conversion to the Khazad culture when owned by any non-dwarven faction. That is very nice. Let's check the show list scroll. Ah, that's bugged. Is currently selected, is not under siege, not a village or governor, not a village or town, and has a governor. Then why is he in the sea? That's problematic. I'm going to reload the autosave. When he was not in the sea. Because, okay, I'm just not going to use the bodyguard switcher. Not sure why that happened. It didn't when I used it yesterday. Perhaps I did something wrong. Much better.
Aye, sire.
Let's get that entire army. To embark us all. I will also recruit... No, I won't. Can I afford that and the other one? Yes, I will get the Khazad Iron Hills veterans. I'm just going to quickly redo the things that I had done. I really do like the UI as well. How it fills out the circles. Very nice. Right, and that's this turn done. We have moved everything we can move. And we're slowly gaining income. And I do mean slowly. Our troops are relatively expensive. This is fine. As we take more settlements, we'll get more money, and so on and so forth. We should also be able to get trade with the Kingdom of Linden this turn. Assuming they did move that diplomat closer to us. I'm going to try and keep these episodes about half hour to 40 minutes in length, depending on battles. And yes, this first episode probably will have none. But we shall see. Send a diplomat to Lothlorien, which is somewhere over here. Yeah, we were not going to have enough money to build anything for a while. He's got Snagger Skirmishers, which are useless. Goblin Raiders, which are halfway decent, but actually they will defeat my minor militia quite handily. I will want to wait, I think. Those are a non-factor. He's dangerous. I will want my minor militia to fight him. And then I guess I can use the Khazad Spearmen and Axemen and that against the Goblin Raiders. I can retrain him, and I will do so to get the armor upgrade. Here I should probably get the mining network, but alas. Ooh, 5 units on 6. They shouldn't sally out. I'll just build 2 rams. Right. Frieswire. Javelin units. Okay, they're not very good. Peasant archers. 4 missile damage on peasant archers. That's as good as our Khazad archers. Crazy. But there are hidden stats which make them worse than my own, I think. Then we have Fengel, who is the bandit faction leader, with Warda Spearmen and another unit of Warda Spearmen. These units are absolutely terrible, so that won't be a problem for us to deal with. I will send Nar to spy upon the dwarves. Dwarves? Orcs? Because we are the dwarves. We are Durin. And the axes of the dwarves shall hew many orcs this day. Ooh. Yes, we will be allying with the Númenórean kingdoms and such if we can. Should I get a spy? No, I don't think I will. Let's just make sure we're heading to the right location. We were. Anything else we can do? I doubt it. Yes, the Khazad archers cannot be upgraded with armor. So this is what you see, it's what you get. I should probably get the barracks, because Khazad swordsmen are very good. And Belagos Dragonbanes are not half bad either. Nogrod Raiders you've seen in the west. Just had to make sure I was walking in the right direction there. What barracks tis? There's only 3 tiers. Interesting. Okay. Improved towers we can get, I think. What's this about Fangorn? Fangorn lumber, oh my. We will have to go and get that, that's quite good. And we can also get these Oricani units in the east. Oricani warriors and Oricani archers. I do believe that's all we can do this turn again. So, end the turn. As we get more money, we will become stronger. Until we have that money, we will not be able to do that much. Which is why I'm particularly worried about Khazad-dûm being attacked. Perhaps I should leave more units there to defend. Perhaps now is not the time to push. Perhaps now is the time to consolidate. I'm willing to risk it for now. Aimed for war. This is the first of many events about messages about the barracks event. Yes. I would always say yes to bride presented messages. Okay, we're making more money now. But I will not be spending any more money on units unless Durin's Chosen become available, because they are very, very good. Still 4 units in that orc hold. So instead I shall go for a Region. It isn't a dwarf hold, but it will do. We are besieging Erebor, which is good. We will siege them out for a while longer, just in case. And I will get the mining network here as well, I think. Although it doesn't increase the income by a huge deal. I might just get the barracks instead and get the mines over where it matters. Which would be Barûk, but I don't think we can get mines there at that stage. No, it doesn't actually have any mineable resources, which is surprising. But we can get mines in Khazad-dûm, and so we will. It's not much money, but it is some. And next turn, we will get 500 coins from the mission, which will be very nice. And I'll have to send a diplomat to Imladris as well, to make absolutely sure that we are doing well. Ah, this is the message of the Tolakarn, but it has not yet begun, so we shall not fear. I will build a watchtower here. Which did actually do nothing, so that was a waste of 200 coins. Ooh. Those are actually quite good. What do you have? Also Orc Looters, okay. Snagger Skirmishers, Goblin Raiders, Snagger Skirmishers. Linden Eastern Homeland. I may have to sell the settlement to the elves, which would not be a bad thing, I feel. After this, we'll probably construct the market, because it will give us a nice, large sum of money. Ah, Karen Laurie. Trade rights, map information, alliance. I'll do alliance afterwards.
It's good to see you very well. What else do you have to say?
Oh, alliance is demanding.
Say we are not convinced.
Ooh,
Well, that seemed fruitful.
Aye, sire. Yes, sire.
ah, they've got some Smiths of Eregion. Ah, good. Gold is flowing into the treasury. Lovely. Khazad-dûm will need to grow, but I cannot afford to spend money on it yet.
By your will, sire.
There's actually no need to get any siege equipment for this battle.
Laying siege at once.
And the units are completely useless in Kibble, so I may just attack them outright.
Awaiting your command. I'll continue to move.
Right, you're going to go up there, Nari. You're not a very good diplomat, are you?
This journey is over, sire.
Yeah, they're not going to sally out, but why waste our forces when we can just wear them down? I think I will just go straight for the barracks in this settlement. You have orc bodyguards, don't you? Yes. They're quite good, but they're not too powerful. And they're not armor-piercing, so our own bodyguards can deal with them handily. 2 turns, and we will be attacking there. I will have to consider sending a general down to Khazad-dûm. But that would be a long walk, and not a very worthwhile one. Yes. Okay, next turn again. I do love how quickly these turn times go by. It's very nice. Ah, we're bordered by the Runic Confederacy. I may need to build even more units in the Iron Hills. Lest they attack us. For if they attack us, I would really rather not lose the Iron Hills. Right, money is slowly coming to us.
Honor, my lord.
How long until you're complete? 1 turn now? 1 turn, good. Ah, I've recruited another unit. I can't take it. 4 units there. I have 6. There's 5. One of them is very depleted. I should actually be able to still win this battle. Do I risk reinforcements?
Aye, my liege.
No. We'll go for it.
Will, sire. At your service.
If they don't sally out on the first turn, we're good. Right, now you go stand up by Barûk. I really do not want to be surprised. They won't sally out either, which is nice. Still saving money, because it's the most wise thing to do at this time. I do like that the faction capital provides 400 income for us. Oh, right. 5,000 gold will be taken from us if we lose Khazad-dûm. Okay, yes, we definitely don't want to do that. I shall do a few more turns this episode, I think. Let's get to 10 turns. Or until a battle, and then we shall end it. No, we'll just go to 10 turns. However long this episode is at that point is fine. The first episode being a long one is not a problem. The Runic Confederacy, the Ents, and our turn again.
Your Honor. Awaiting your command. Aye, sire.
It's 3 turns until we can hopefully negotiate an alliance with them.
My king.
They've recruited yet another unit, haven't they?
Aye, sire.
Yes.
No pride.
I don't think we will lose the battle if we attack them, but we do have a lot of rubbish. Oh, where's the spy?
At your service. Moving quietly.
Snagger skirmishers. They're useless.
Aye, my liege. We march to battle. We shall hold them to siege, sire. Awaiting your order, sire.
Get the market. I hate the fact that I don't have enough money to buy units and everything else as well. There's now only 3 units there, so we will have to recruit more everywhere, basically. We just need more armies. We need more money. We need more armies. I don't think the orcs will attack us at Khazad-dûm immediately. However, I could be wrong about that, and that would be a tough battle to win if they do. Because we currently only have a general there, and while that general is quite good, it's not undefeatable. Oh, they're not going to sally out. Okay, that makes life much, much easier for me.
Send your emissary to me. Things can only get better.
They shall not see me, sire. Stopping here, sire.
To the Iron Hills, then. Four turns until we take Erebor. Although I may just attack it now. We've weakened. No, I'll attack it in a few more turns. Or we'll just siege them out. I'm not entirely decided yet. We could recruit some Rovanian troops as mercenaries here. Mar Archer mercenaries or Freezewire hirelings. But neither of those are very good, so I don't think we will.
Aye, my lord. Of course, sire.
Oh. Gorlan is on his own outside of Inbargathol.
Awaiting your command.
That's potentially problematic. Okay, next turn we'll have enough to build, and then the turn after that I will start recruiting more units. Yes. I do hope we'll get a battle in, but I'm not convinced. I would rather preserve all of my armies at this stage than fight needless battles and lose dwarves. Dwarves we can ill afford to lose with 3 enemies. 1 for each of our sections, I guess. Okay, good. They are content to just sit there and let us take their city.
Yes, my king. Moving quietly. Continuing tomorrow, sire.
I am a king. Aye, sire.
Something to investigate. Stopping here, sire.
No, not show help scroll. Iron Hills. Barracks. Go. Build. Oh, Dalathales has been taken by Rinian, who has Sindar bodyguard. We may have to fight Erin Garland, and I'd really rather not, but Lorinand and Erin Garland should be preoccupied with Sauron, hopefully. Or Rune. Preferably anyone who isn't me. I have enough enemies and precisely 0 allies. Right. The last turn transition of this episode. Whatever happens. Let's see if they will sally out at Kibble-dûm. I kind of hope they do, but I also kind of hope they don't, so that we can just take the settlement nice and easily. What are you going to do? They are going to sally out. Okay. A battle there will be then. Captain Lamar. Peasant Spearman. Pretty useless. Peasant Axeman. Dangerous because they're effective against armour. And Huntsmen, who are just useless. The odds are in our favour very, very much. Mainly because of our general's bodyguard, I suppose. Barûk Khazad. Khazad I menu. Right, are they actually going to sally out? Or are we going to have to walk very, very slowly all the way around? That's actually fairly alright. Right. Fra, I should say, rather, has spoils of war. Oh, they're running to meet us. Okay, that's lovely. Because we will not be running. We will be walking very, very slowly. My mouse is lagging a little bit. Let's try and meet them here. Double line the halberds. What is it with this map? Okay, that'll do. Our pikes slash halberds, because they'll be using the pike animations, should get there. Oh, they're going to do that again, okay. The AI on this map is very, very buggy. So we'll just have to wait for my troops to slowly wander up. Because they're just going to sit there, and then when we get close, they're going to run away. Or they're just going to run away. Right, so this is going to be a very, very slow battle. Our wardens will get there first. Very quickly, in fact. I should have auto-resolved. It would have been less slow. Because this battle will not require very much by way of tactics in order to win. The Eredluin Wardens are so far ahead of the rest of the army. And I honestly do not know how they manage it. They walk so much faster. Probably because they're technically pikes. Right. We will take quite a lot of shots from the huntsmen over here. With their javelins, and those will hurt. Yep. Let's see, are they using pike animations? Yes. No overhead swings going on there. This is going to hurt, those javelins that we're just taking.
The battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the...
However, we have quite high armor values on these guys, 11 armor. So we can take a few javelins. We can also take a charge from the armor-piercing peasant axeman. Our other troops are going to revive a bit late to the party, but that's fine. Because we're just chomping our way through these guys with small loss.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The enemy general lies dead.
Ah, that's
Let
good.
the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords have his men.
Yeah, this is really easy with Eredluin Wardens. They're very, very good.
Our men are in control of the castle.
One huntsman left and 2 peasant spearmen, and that should be it.
In all of the victory we have won
Yep.
here today.
I didn't even need to worry about bringing the rest of the army. 299 kills, the Eredluin Wardens. 214 kills, also Eredluin Wardens. And only 30 mere dwarves lost. Okay, I don't need to worry about attacking anymore, it seems, if I have those in my army. But sadly, they only come from the Eredluin. Probably northern and southern, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Occupy, please.
Conquest, sire.
Kibble is a stronghold. So if we get that, we can get Eredin Wardens. Yes, lovely. It's also very good mines. So I'll save up and get those. We can only recruit mine and militia there, and same here currently. But we have strongholds. So we have 2 free upkeep slots when we need it. Let's quickly take a look at the barracks here. Yes, we do get Eredin Wardens. Two turns until they die by default.
Fool, send your emissary to...
I'm gonna stick you!
At your service. They shall not see me, sire.
Nagamus? No, not just Nagamus. Okay.
My lord, opening talks with their dignitary. Have a taste of my blade!
Lindar archers. Good, good. I should probably do some recruiting. I feel like that would be a good idea. I also feel like a tavern might be a good idea. Get an assassin would be nice. Ah, yes, assassins. Something that I'll definitely have to worry about later. Because it would be not a total war without some assassins destroying my generals every second turn. But that will have to end this first episode of this DCI Last Alliance campaign. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to download the mods, well, it's on ModDB, and I will put a link in the description. Thank you all for watching, if indeed you have. Commander Soul, over and out.